Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we got ourselves a sword and shield, so Mido will let us through to go see the Deku Tree who has summoned us.
If you want to see the great Deku Tree, you should have at least equipped a sword and shield.
Right at my back, bro.
What's that?
It is a shield, my good friend.
Oh, you have a Deku shield?
Yep.
And what's that?
This would be a sharp blade that's going through your trachea if you don't shut up.
Is that the Kokori sword? Good grief!
Okay, Charlie Brown.
Well, even with all that stuff, Wimp is still a wimp, huh?
Yeah, I agree. I could totally take you in a fight. Get out of my way.
I, the great Mido, will never accept you as one of us.
You've been messing with me my whole life. Just let me be one of you. Everybody else accepts me, but you, Mido, you've always been in my way. You've always been difficult to deal with. Nobody likes you, Mido. You know, nobody likes you around here. Everybody just thinks you're a big jerk, and we should just kick you out into Hyrule Field. And you know there's dangerous monsters out there, and we don't care what would happen to you. I'm bringing it up at the next Kokori meeting. I swear, Mido, I swear.
Shoot, how'd you get to be the favorite of Saria and the great Deku Tree, huh? Yeah.
There are some connotations here between Link and Mido. My input is that Mido has been bullying Link all his life, as well as the other Kokoris, but mostly just because he's jealous because Saria talks to Link more than Mido, and as well as the great Deku Tree, and I'm pretty sure that he likes Saria, and the Deku Tree is like an idol to him, as well as all the Kokori. Although this does bring up how these Kokori reproduce, considering they're all children. I'm pretty sure they're all immortal. I think it says that somewhere. So I don't think they actually do reproduce. I think they just kind of all live forever, which would beg the question why Mido would have a crush on Saria. But that's just a little of my thinking for you. Anyways, yeah. Did you miss my random theories about like minuscule lines? And Z is L1. Yeah, my controller is shaped like a PlayStation controller, so everything's weird. Anyways, this is a Deku stick. We can set it. This is the first item we get in the game. Well, not besides the sword and shield. We need to put it to C, and then we can swing with A. We can hold 10 sticks at once. So if we go over here and we set Deku sticks to C left, then if we press C left, we can bring it out and we can swing at things with it. But the problem with that is if we actually attack something with it, then it's about, I think it's about half the strength of a sword. Either that or it might actually be like stronger than the sword, but I can't be sure about that. I know it's like a trick to it, but the thing about the Deku stick, if you hit it against something, it'll break, and then you lose the stick. That's why you can carry multiples. Anyways, let's talk to the great Deku Tree.
Great Deku Tree, I'm back!
Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the great Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless, and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and curses nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Don't you? You've got power, great Deku Tree. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? Yes, I do. Then enter, brave Link, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Link. And Link, when Navi speaks, use the +C button to listen to her words of wisdom. More words of annoying. Anyways, now we have to go and enter the Great Deku Tree, because apparently the Great Deku Tree is cursed, and if we can go inside him and find the source of this curse, then hopefully we can help the Great Deku Tree. And here we are, technically the first dungeon in the game, inside the Great Deku Tree. Basically the concept of Zelda is you need to go into dungeons and collect a special item at the end. Oh, this is a Deku Nut. It's similar to the Deku sticks, but these ones you actually throw at an enemy and stun. So, see, we stunned the enemy with the Deku Nut, and now it can't really attack us until the stun wears off, of course. These can be quite helpful, but I find myself just berserking with the sword all the time. What is it, Navi? Or you could say nothing. Just saying hey a bunch. Yep. And Navi, that's why Navi's said to be one of the most annoying characters in all video game history. Anyways, what I was saying before, you need to... Oh. Look at this wall. The vines growing on it give it a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it, Link. Yes, surface of vines and stuff like this, you can climb. There are a number of dungeons in the game, dungeons and or temples, depending on the game. And you can... Oh, my rupee. You have to go through it. Usually you find an item, a special item. I believe this isn't it. This is going to be a dungeon map, which I'm just trying to explain so much in so little time. Alright, dungeon map, let's get past that. Basically it gives us our map so we can look through and see, like, we can see that there are technically 5 floors to this dungeon. Floor 1 through 3 and basement floor 1 and 2. And we can see the rooms that we have discovered. And the rooms that we have been to are outlined in blue, but the other ones are just outlines. We can see that most of the dungeon is going to be on the basement floor. Anyways, you collect a special item that you will use, and at the end you collect a certain... This just Navi explaining doors. You'll collect a certain collectible that you need to collect, usually like 7 or 8 of these, to finish the game, and that's basically Zelda in a Deku nutshell. Okay, so these are Deku Scrubs. What you have to do is use your shield to block them, and then they'll flop around here, and we can go over there.
Ow, 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 forgive me, Master. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? When you jump off a high cliff, if you hold the control stick forward, you will roll on the ground when you land and won't get hurt from the fall. I can't guarantee it'll work, though, if the cliff is really, really high. Well, try it if you're feeling bold.
Okay. Now that's actually a useful hint. If you hold the control stick forward while you're falling, you'll do a roll like this, and you won't take damage. See, it worked right there. Okay, so gonna cut this grass and see if I can get me some extra rupees, because I do need rupees. I mean, they can't help. They can't hurt. Okay, then let's open this treasure chest and see what's inside. Alright, come on. Big money, big money. You found the fairy slingshot. On the selected item subscreen, you can set it to left, down, or right. Press C to take it out and hold it. Then hold C, you can aim with the control stick. Release C to unleash a Deku Seed. If you want to shoot right away, when you first press C, hold down C a little longer to get the speed ready. Alright, so this is the fairy slingshot. If we equip it to one of the items, then if we press C, we can see this thing. And I'm going to probably usually be locking onto things before I shoot them, because the way my controller is set up, the C buttons are right above the left analog stick, so I have to use my left index finger to press them, and it's a little bit awkward to actually do that. So I'm probably just going to activate my slingshot like so, aim, and then fire like that. That's the best way I've found to do it, considering I don't actually have an N64 controller for this. So yeah, we enter the Great Deku Tree, and we found the fairy slingshot. So I think we can call it here. So this is me, Thrasho2, saying be cool, save often, and don't do anything I wouldn't.